Josh Dallin led a team of faculty and staff who were able to process over 3,300 turkeys in only 7 days. In addition, there was an increase in support of sales during the turkey auction for 4-H and FFA youth. Josh and his faculty research team also used the turkey processing and show to conduct an annual applied research project. The research focus this year was on hen yield percentage and preference of feed, pellets versus granular. Results of these research projects each year are presented at national conferences and published in journals. Nell Larson was selected as a grantee of the Park City Community Foundation's new Climate Fund grant. She and colleague Rhea Cohn, with community partners, will build 100 beaver dam analogs and assess their capacity for carbon sequestration via sediment capture and rewetting wetlands. They will train other organizations and landowners in mountain towns on the process. They received $48,000 through a highly competitive process. The SWANER ECOCENTER is hosting Waterways, an interactive traveling exhibition from Smithsonian's museums on Main Street. A new bilingual companion exhibit, Why Wetlands, has also been created by the team, led by Hunter Klingensmith. It focuses on SWANER Preserve and the many critical roles of wetlands, shown through short videos that are selected by the visitor. Research from the Urban Farm Demonstration Garden contributed to passing a mini Greenbelt initiative in Davis County. Sheridan Hansen was invited to present to the Davis County Council of Government. The initiative passed and will be implemented for small acreage farmers. The county commissioners said that the data from Sheridan's Urban Farm Demonstration Garden was the most compelling evidence for support of urban small-scale farming they had seen. Final data for Sheridan's Urban Farm Demonstration Garden includes Utah Water Watch is Utah's citizen science water quality monitoring program led by Hope Braithwaite. In 2020, there were 34 volunteers, 121 total volunteers, 840 participants, 204 sites, and 515 monitoring events. UWW volunteers expanded the reach and capabilities of monitoring efforts statewide. UWW volunteer driving and monitoring time in 2020 was valued at over $32,000. Water quality data collected by volunteers were entered into a publicly available online database and shared with monitoring partners, including the Utah Division of Water Quality. Thanks to a UWW volunteer, we were able to alert the UDWQ about a harmful algal bloom in the Jordan River, and they worked with the local health department to issue a health watch. The Pesticide Safety Education Program partnered with the Utah Department of Agriculture and Food from July through September to provide 3 2-hour continuing education webinars attended by 188 pesticide applicators. The webinars provided 376 CEUs to applicators in a little over 6 hours. In preparation for recording sessions for online CEU models, Michael Weirda presented a series of Facebook Live events in late September on National Pesticide Safety Core materials. The videos have been viewed 1,516 times, and the Pesticide Safety Education Facebook page saw a 300% increase in post engagement. In November and early December, the program partnered with UDAF and statewide extension faculty for 8 3-hour CEU webinars and delivered 2,992 CEUs. There was no financial cost or time lost to travel for virtual events, and credits were delivered and earned safely. Mike Karen began working with a producer in Dameron Valley outside St. George on vineyard production 2 years ago. Since then, Mike has found 5 other producers in southern Utah that are growing vineyards and making wine. The 6 producers are planning to form a cooperative, where they have a wine tasting circuit similar to Napa or Sonoma Valley in California. These vineyards mean land stays in agriculture production and isn't developed and creates a new industry in Utah. Mike has been instrumental in helping these producers create quality grapes and maintain productive vineyards. Reagan Whitesalusi and Kinda Curtis received a $34,000 grant to purchase hay and grain for livestock producers of the Navajo Nation. Tribal leaders were organized so they could pick up hay and grain for their communities. Reagan and her team were able to distribute 600 40-pound bags of grain and 1,490 hay bales to 5 chapters: Navajo Mountain, Red Mesa, Olhato, Mexican Water, and Anath. There were 298 Navajo grazing permittee holders served. A number of extension faculty throughout the state were able to assist in distributing the donations. Because of the dramatic increase in home gardening during the pandemic, the Garden Guys and Gals social media campaign was launched in April 2020. The goal was to provide sound gardening information that was easily accessible to the public. The campaign used social media platforms to disseminate short videos and information on a range of gardening and horticulture topics several times a week during the growing season. From April to January 2021, they produced 471 posts, including short videos. As of January 25, 2021, Garden Guys and Gal had 1,510 followers on Facebook and 626 followers on Instagram. Posts reached 228,270 people and were shared 829 times. On YouTube, they have 111 subscribers and over 4,000 views. 95% of those surveyed ranked the program as excellent or very good, and 88% said the videos gave enough information to make informed decisions, and they had implemented recommended practices in their own gardens. USU Extension hosted the first annual Utah Hemp Seminar in February 2020. Over 300 people attended. Evaluation results show that 87% of participants rated the seminar as either excellent or very good. Matt Yost, in partnership with the Extension specialists and statewide county faculty, organized a 2-day virtual field day with 40 presentations, 5 virtual crop schools, and 1,300 total participants. Nearly 700 completed evaluations showed that over 95% said the events were very good or exceptional. 35% of the people had never attended a USU field day before. Recordings have been viewed over 7,600 times on YouTube. Matt and his team were able to reach a larger audience in a new way.